I came on this retreat, I don't want to say I was forced to, but I was strongly suggested to come on this retreat by my husband and then my friends and family. That's how I ended up on this trip.
What has been the biggest surprise for you on this trip?
That I've loved everything about this entire process. I was what I would call one of the biggest skeptics on the process and the whole thing. Not the place and Brie and like that, but just that work. And there's lots of reasons for that, but it turns out I loved every single thing about it.
What advice would you give to someone who is on the fence about coming on a retreat with Brie?
Book it. Don't even question it. Don't read anything. Don't do anything. Just come. Book it. It'll be amazing. It'll blow your mind. There's nothing, I don't know this for sure, but my assumption is there's nothing like it. The curriculum, the outline, the platform, but her as an individual, as a leader, and how she reads a room and how she presents herself and how I've said this a few times, she's so raw, she's so real, with some raunchiness. It's very relatable, and I think that we get hung up in this, working on yourself stuff and what that looks like. And for myself personally, although I'm really open about it for everybody else, but not myself, turns out I loved and embraced everything about it. And I just think if you're on the fence about it, book it, try it, come in with an open mind, and you will be blown away.
On this trip,
I needed a break. I really needed to focus on myself and slow down, and the curriculum really spoke to me.
what's your biggest takeaway about coming on this retreat?
Oh, so many takeaways. Just one is that they're just amazingly strong, inspirational women who are seeking to better themselves in their lives, which has been amazing. And the other is that it's okay to focus on me.
What's your biggest surprise about this retreat?
For me, I think the biggest surprise is I wasn't really sure how I felt about some of the activities or curriculum. I'm not really a big self-help person. I don't read those sorts of books. And I found just amazing insight and interest in everything we did.
Any advice to anybody who's on the fence about coming on a retreat?
Oh, I mean, I would say pack up and go. I mean, it's amazing to just take care of yourself for a whole week. And I think this was the perfect combination of activity, yoga, pool, downtime, and real sort of delving into yourself.
As someone who was on the fence about coming to a Brie retreat.
Don't be on the fence about a Brie retreat at all. Like a weekend retreat is a weekend and very reasonably priced. Like, start with a weekend retreat and see if you connect with Brie, and if she sings to your heart, and if she does, then you can invest further in like a week long like this. But a weekend is an absolute must. After spending a weekend with Brie, I knew I needed her in my life.
It's really kind of an investment in yourself and your own time. So it's what you think that is worth. And I've spent this money a second time, and I really felt it was worth it for me to invest in myself.
I came with lots of questions, and I think I go back with some very deep resolutions. So what I did is I came without reading too much about Brie, without looking too many of the videos, because I just wanted to come and let me myself be surprised what would happen, and it's so beyond all my expectations.
What drew me in, I really liked the heart curriculum that Brie talks about, and just kind of going deeper into what makes people tick.
Amazing the group was. I thought I was going to kind of do my own thing, and they're all probably going to be into stuff I'm not, and I really found my own way within a group, which was amazing.
It's really hard to describe what it can do for you, but once you're here, like the deep work that you're able to do to take care of yourself are things that you really are able to transfer once you return home. And it's hard to find a retreat that does that for you.
I came to feel rejuvenated and alive again.
What are you leaving with?
I am leaving with hope and restoration, peace, and strategies to make a difference in my everyday life so that I can feel good and
and know that all my answers are within.
I really love all of Brie's retreats, and this one is my favorite. This one is so great just because it's this full 7 days and there's just such diversity in the amount of content and topics and the way that we get to relate to everything. And I just find it to be such a benefit for my own self-development and my growth and the journey that I'm on. And I encourage anyone who's kind of seeking to look inside and to really get some answers that this is a beautiful, beautiful place to do it.